This week's Sports Star Spotlight takes us to Georgia for one of the most talented athletes in the 2020 class. Sometimes when you're watching a group of high school athletes, there's one that just immediately stands out. That's often been the case with Arik Gilbert. At 6 feet 5 inches tall and 245 pounds, the Marietta High School star is easy to pick out of a crowd.
Arik came in here sophomore year. He played freshman year at another school. He came in here as a sophomore. First impressions were big athletic kid. Now what can we teach him to do? I think he was always more of a defensive specialist at that point in time, but he grew up as a basketball player, so he liked having the ball in his hands.
First, my granddad, he was an all-star in basketball back when he was in high school. Actually, he was an all-star in all sports, to be honest. He was just like me, and then my mom, she went to college to play basketball.
But his family history isn't all basketball. His dad was a football player, and he has a brother, D'Angelo Yancey, who's a standout at Purdue.
He's been a real big influence on me. When he comes back, he always gives me a couple of tips, just how to up my game, stuff like that. I train with him a lot too, whenever he comes back.
So his family's athletic, the dad was athletic, so I mean it's been a family that raised him the right way, with good morals, good character, but at the same time he had that athletic gene in his family the whole time, so sports has always been an integral part of his life.
With his size, strength, and speed, Gilbert has been hard to keep off the field because he can do so many things so well.
Arik's got a lot of gifts. I mean, he's got a lot of natural talents. He's got the size, the speed. He understands the game very well. He's a very coachable young man, great demeanor. So he's got so many talents. I mean, at 6'5", 250, there isn't too many kids his size that can move like he does, that understand the game. He's got the ability to play receiver, tight end. He can play running back. He can play defensive end. Very versatile.
It's good for me because I feel like I can control more of the game for my team. So, like, if we need a play to happen, I feel like if I'm in, I can always dictate what happens.
The last 2 years, he has played offense and defense and been pretty much on the field every snap. But this year, we're trying to minimize it to where he's just on offense, and we'll use him in maybe third down pass rush situations on defense. But we're trying to, since he is such a focal point of our offense, we're trying to take a little bit of the load off of defense so he can be well rested when we need him on offense. I mean, he's the guy that you can move wherever you want on the field to get that mismatch against a defensive team. I mean, we put him against linebackers, we get him matched up with safeties, we get him matched up with corners. Wherever we feel like we can create a mismatch, we do.
While his physical presence is intimidating on the field, he hopes people see him as friendly and approachable off it.
I'm a friendly person, like, because a lot of people think that since I'm big or whatever, I'm not friendly, like, they can't come to talk to me. But, I mean, like, if you see me, like, you want to talk to me, like, I'll talk to you back. I'll be nice.
First of all, he's a good character off the field. And then when he steps onto the field, he isn't such a nice guy.
Gilbert is as talented as any player in the country. He's ranked among the top 20 players overall in his class, but he needs a talented quarterback to get him the ball. Fortunately, he has Tennessee commit Harrison Bailey behind center.
Harrison is like my brother, to be honest. We've been, like, knowing each other for a while.
You know, he's a big target, great hands, he's smart, he knows how to, get open. And it just really makes it easy when you always got somebody that big catching the ball, going up and catching the ball.
They got a really good understanding of each other, where they're going to be. I think all great quarterback-receiver combinations have to have that natural feel for where you're going to be and what you're going to do against a certain coverage and where you're going to be best to get the ball at. They really kind of have that chemistry now where they're on the same page, so it's very tough to defeat, because you could have great coverage against Arik, but Harrison can still put that ball in the right spot where only Arik can catch it.
Gilbert has his pick of several elite college football programs to play for. Georgia, Alabama, and Oklahoma are among the leaders in his recruitment.
What's most important to me is probably, like, having a family environment where I know I feel comfortable, because that's really important to me in school-wise, because I know if I don't feel comfortable there, I'm not going to want to do anything else. Like, especially it's going to affect my game, schoolwork, all that. So definitely want to go to the pros, NFL, college. I want to do the best I can there, just be the best person I can.
Arik can be as good as he wants to be. He could play in the NFL. He could be an All-American in college. He could have a huge career. He could be set for life with the abilities that he has. He's just got to continue to grow and develop and get better and get stronger. Can never be settled for what you're doing right now. It's always got to be another goal in mind. But if he takes that mindset, his talents are immeasurable.
So whether it's at Marietta, a college football field, or maybe the NFL someday, it should be easy for fans to keep their eyes on Arik Gilbert.